Hello everyone. We are presenting our summer undergraduate research work which was on devising and analyzing techniques for identification of origin of replication in DNA genomic sequences. We did this project under the name under able guidance of Dr. Kushal Shah. The basic motivation behind this was that if we succeed in locating ORI, then we can help in devising effective drugs. So working on DNA segment of an organism contributes significantly to bioinformatics and medical science. Let me introduce you to the idea of origin of replication. ORI of DNA is basically a coded sequence which helps DNA to replicate. It is basically encoded by nature, but it is made more complex by evolution process. It is basically a 9 and 13 repeated sequence of DNA which is 80 rich in its content. And, we basically devised this mathematical methods to find the origin of replication in DNA using the fact about 9 13 and 80 rich region. Let me introduce you to the tools and methods that we used. The methodology that we followed was the following. To get started, we used some of the pre-devised methods for ORI detection. They were autocorrelation method. Autocorrelation method is basically finding the correlation of oneself with itself by skewing itself. So this is used to find repetitive sequences. We need to find repetitive sequence of 9 and 13, that's why we use this autocorrelation method that was already existing. Later we used the method Z-curve, which basically devises the difference between purine and pyrimidine. So when we have a sudden jump between number of purines and pyrimidines, that point basically details about origin of replication. This is one of the possible places where ORI of DNA is. We also tried superinformation method, which was existing for some other purpose like finding exons and introns in DNA, but we used it over here to check if it works for origin of replication of DNA. We also devised some of our own methods to detect ORI. They were as follows: entropy. This method was inspired by the idea of Shannon's theorem, which says that the logarithmic sum of the probability is basically the information contained in the chunk. So we use this idea and we devised that the place where the entropy is minimum is the origin of replication. Also, it was backed by the biological fact that those regions are 80 rich. We extended the idea of entropy to average entropy, in which we divided the window that we earlier used to find entropy to sub windows, and we found the entropy of each sub windows, and then took the mean of it and continued the same process as we did in entropy. Now next we devised the method autocorrelation of entropy. Autocorrelation of entropy method is inspired by the fact that in entropy we just find a numerical value, while the order of the order in which genomes occur does not matter actually. But you have seen that 9 and 13 repeated sequence are those places where ORI can be located. So we encompass the fact of 80 region and 9 and 13 and we devised a method namely autocorrelation of entropy by fusing the idea of both the methods. Later, all of these methods worked as cameras for detecting ORI in DNA, and so we did an algebraic analysis on these methods to find the similarity in methods, to find similarity in DNAs, and all. The common techniques that we use were covariance matrix analysis, singular value decomposition, and principal component analysis. Next, after getting all of this data, we had some DNAs on which certain method worked, while on some DNAs that method failed. So this was one of the classical classification problems, and that's why we framed a classification problem using theory of linear algebra for DNAs. Later, we also used pre-existing tools like support vector machine for classification of data on the basis of workability of methods using its different kernels, polynomial and Gaussian kernels, basically. So, what were we actually supposed to do? We were actually supposed to explore autocorrelation method which is used to predict ORI in DNA. Then we were asked to devise and try various approximation techniques, including ones which are which use the idea of probability theory on signals. Also, we had to study whether the methods that were already existing or that we devised can be applied to all the classes of organisms or to a specific class on which they work. What we actually did, Eureka! Experimented on workability of autocylation method to locate ORI of DNA in bacteria. Then we, as we mentioned, we also devised some of the methods to locate ORI in DNA. The main of them are entropy, average entropy, autocylation of entropy. They worked quite well. Entropy had a good success rate of around 65%. That is quite good in such a random sequence like DNA. Average entropy was just as similar as entropy, no good, no bad. Autocorrelation of entropy, on the other hand, showed significantly good results. Around 80% of DNAs which give good result on this method. This is one of the phenomenal things that we discovered. Later we experimented on Z-curve and superinformation. Well, on superinformation, that method failed badly for detecting ORI, but Z-curve, it indeed give very good results for finding ORI. After getting all this data, we worked on the classification problem that we already mentioned on the basis of workability of the method. We plotted this DNA bacterial DNAs by taking them as good and bad. If they worked on particular method, they are good, and if they failed on it, they are bad. So we plot them on GC content versus genomic length space, and we worked some classification supervised learning algorithms to classify this DNA and space. We devised all of these mathematical methods, but there was a biological fact hidden behind all of this, and so we bridged both of them and explained the methods that we devised. Output of the work: success. We devised methods, they worked, and now our colleagues use them on other classes of organisms and extend it. We produced naive classification results using SVM and workability data that we produced. Failure, as I mentioned, superinformation failed and didn't show any significant result. Further work ideas. Well, we can find the solution to the classification problem that we framed during our Sura work. Doing the similar work on other classes of organisms, eukaryotics, humans, and doing the similar analysis and classification. We can also extend the idea of linear classification problems to non-linear classification problems. Finally, what we got? Paper. Extending the work on a classification of bacterial DNA on the basis of these methods and producing more results on workability of methods, the work will be submitted for paper. So these are the references that we used basically to complete our work. Thank you.